The Ramapo approach is grounded in the simple but powerful belief that all children, regardless of how they present, want the same things. They all want to be liked, they all want to feel valued for the things that they believe they have to offer, and they all want a chance to feel successful, whatever that means to them. Our work is helping children align their behaviors with their aspirations. Camp Ramapo is a camp in Rhinebeck, New York that serves 500 kids each summer with a broad range of special needs.
We are working in a residential summer camp setting with kids who have emotional, behavioral, or learning challenges. If you walk around this place on any given day, you would see kids doing all the things you would expect them to do at any camp.
My work experience in the corral has been great. I've been picking up the hay and just taking care of the animals too.
I've made a lot of really good friends, and there are some amazing people here. It's just a lot of fun.
For many of the kids in our camp, it's one of the few places they can feel safe, where they feel honored and celebrated. I think the summer program has become a wonderful training ground for emerging professionals who are interested in fields like special education.
I really got the feeling that this is one of those places where everybody is embraced for exactly who they are, and instead of trying to shift them to be perfect for the world, we try to shift the world around them to be perfect for them, and I think that was it was really awesome.
This is a place for kids. You could also say the same about the council staff. You come here to sort of discover who you are, what your interests are, what you're capable of, and you find out that it's much more than you thought it was.
The Staff Assistant Experience is a program for young adults with mild disabilities and learning differences who aspire to independence but need a little bit more coaching in work skills, life skills, and social skills before they can get there.
A lot of our young adults, when they come here, in their heads and their dreams, they want to be able to live on their own and go to college and have a job and have friends and maybe have a family one day, but they haven't learned the specific behaviors that they would need to demonstrate on a day-to-day basis that will help them to achieve those goals. And we teach them those things so that they become habits.
When I first started, it was to become more social and be able to read social cues, read body language. I'm planning on being a staff assistant for another 1.5 years, and after that, I'm planning on possibly going to school to become a special needs assistant teacher and work with kids like my special needs teacher worked with me when I was growing up.
They have the opportunity to live with a member of our program team. And these are young adults, usually in their early to mid-20s, who serve as roommates, mentors, and job coaches for them.
Here at Ramapo, one of the things we're working on is encouraging the staff assistants to make healthier choices. That's actually what they're working on now. They're preparing some alternative healthy meals. You can do it that way, just make sure we're watching your hand.
We break down all of those skills, whether it's for social skills or independent living skills or job skills. With a little bit of support and structure and coaching, they're able to do it.
Through Ramapo retreats, over 12,000 people visit our Rhinebeck campus each year for intensive doses of the Ramapo approach.
The Ramapo retreats is an experience in its own. We get anything from school groups all the way to corporate groups, team building, community building, life skills like communication skills, organization skills. The training program really talks about specific strategies when addressing behavior or talking about best practice when it comes to behavior management. But when you come to the Rhinebeck campus and these wonderful 250 acres of open land, you really get to practice that. You really get to see what that looks like. You know, we provide different elements and challenges to these groups to sort of reinforce their own goals and agendas, but at the same time, again, we continue to role model best practice on how to really build community.
My #1 highlight was the rope course. I'm actually proud of myself for doing that. I did it, and I feel empowered.
And his class is very small.
And Ramapo Training is the program through which we export the Ramapo approach to the world. Ramapo's been doing this work for 93 years. About 15 years ago, we realized that we might have something to offer other organizations as well. And it turns out that the philosophy and the toolbox that we've been honing over all these decades is really valuable to teachers in the classroom, people who are running after-school programs and other youth programs, and to parents.
Today, Ramapo Training works with about 10,000 educators in schools every year, about 5,000 youth workers who work with kids in out-of-school time programs, and about 2,000 parents and caregivers. When they leave, they really leave with strategies and tools to be able to say, I love my child, I really want this relationship to work, and I want to connect with them.
As a coach, when I come into a building, I think about how can I have conversations with the adults that have them feel confident about their expertise and their strengths, and what would that look like in terms of translating it to strategies that they could use in the classroom to support the students.
If all the public schools of New York could have this type of coach, we wouldn't have any problems in New York City. We will have less suspensions in the classrooms. We have a better attendance rates. Ramapo make us teachers became like more humane, more tolerant, better teachers.
We live in a world where too often people who are different or who face challenges, we give up on them. Ramapo creates environments where a broader range of people can experience success, and environments where children and adults learn how to better align their behaviors with their aspirations.